Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Houston Astros. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. So the Houston Astros are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with a win today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Rodriguez. What do you look for here?
So dominant in his last start, double-digit strikeouts. It's going to be interesting today to see if he's able to have command of his secondary pitches the way he did last time out.
Stepping in, Miles Straw. Straw having a lot more success on the road this season.
Miles Straw.
The pitch. That's in there, and we are underway.
First pitch, 7-11.
Here's the 0-1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next one misses, and the count is 3-1. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. 2 for 9 so far in the series. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Straw gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Pickoff throw. Straw back on a dive. The 0-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The pitch. The punch out there. 1 out in the top of the first.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Throw to first. Straw gets back easily. Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Franmil Reyes stands in with 2 away as he takes the ball right there. Rodriguez over to first, and he dives back in safely. The 1-0. That one missed.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
The next offering misses, and it's 3-0. Here's a 3-0.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Throw over to first, and he dives back in safely. Kicks and deals. And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Guardians lead 1. Half inning complete. We've got no score.
Leading up for the Astros, the center fielder, Gary Cox.
The wind of the pitch. Check swing, no appeal. Left-hand batter waits. And that one fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is fouled back. The wide to kick the pitch. Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first. And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Hedges too late.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Runner at third here. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Here's a rocket out to left. And they get Brantley for the out. Runner tags from third. Safe. He beats the tag. And it's 1-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Diego Corona up next for the Astros. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Batting fourth.
One gone, runner at first. Number 30 now at the plate. And that's in there for strike one. Please sack a throw over. And he's back safely. Another move to first. And he's back again. Here comes a pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that misses off the outside edge. Corona leads off first with 1 away. Runner on the move. And that one wrapped foul. Kicks and fires. This one blasted the other way down the line, and it's a foul ball. Swings and misses, 2 away. Number 12 getting ready to hit.
Number 12.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And the righty deals. And now the count is even. And a pitch. And there's a ball.
2-1.
And that one fouled off. Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. He made him pay for that one. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Big time power.
Batting sixth. The left fielder.
In there for strike one.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now 3-0. Back here in Houston, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Stays alive.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Righty delivers. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP, Boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
Here's Brian Riccio. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Rodriguez, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Nobody out. Runner at first. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
At the belt and fires. That one fouled off. The pitch.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
Next one just misses. And the count is 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Man at first. Here's Andres Jimenez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 17, Austin Hedges.
Austin Hedges stands in. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swings through that one. 0-1. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
And now it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. One left for the Guardians. They trail in this one 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Plesac back to work. That misses, and it's 1-0.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Next offering is in for a strike. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Next offering is fouled back. And now 2-2. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Righty to the plate. Out towards right center field. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Corey.
Here's Corey Lee. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. First offering misses badly for ball one.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Fouled off down the right side. And that one is lifted in the air. Reyes has a beat on it and puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Aledmys.
And it's Aledmys Diaz. In there, and it's 0-1.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder Richie Palacios.
The left fielder, number
Rodriguez
73.
back to work. There's a strike. Next pitch, not close, up high. Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. He is safe, and that was bang bang at first. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Miles Straw. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Palacios on at first, nobody out. Next offering in the dirt, 1-1. And here it comes. Inside corner for a strike. And that is strike 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. And it's even up. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And up next for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. That one's in there, 0-1. Now moves to first. Back in safe, really close. The 0-1. Ball one there. In the air, foul off first. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. First offering misses the mark. Next offering upstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
There's a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The count 2-1. This one in the dirt. And the right-hander deals. And there's ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Now it's Franmil Reyes. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. And a pitch. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in is the speedy Gary Cox. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Now Michael Brantley steps in. First pitch, and he just misses. Bounce to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the catcher, Diego Corona.
So next up for Houston, Diego Corona. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
To the right side, sneaks through, base hit, and that extends the inning. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Number 30, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Two outs. And another ball. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Corona at second with 2 down. Next pitch is outside, and it's 3-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Palacios settles underneath it, and that's the inning. 1 left for Houston, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Inside, just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Here's a 1-1. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
And a pitch. Rolled slowly to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brian Rocchio.
So now the DH spot, Brian Rocchio. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And ball one.
1-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Jimenez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Yo, 1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. The Guardians go down in order. Still down 3. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the shortstop, number 12.
For the Astros, the shortstop, number
The wind of the pitch. In there at the knees, 0-1. And a foul ball. That one misses. And the count 1-2. The pitch. And misses inside. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2. That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
leading up.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Plesac a throw over, and he's back in safely. And that's in there for strike one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Oh, 2 now. Stays alive. Number 12 at first, 1 gone. Next pitch is popped up. And they get Altuve for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Corey Lee.
Corey Lee digs in now. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. At the belt and fires. So 2 balls and no strikes. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Fought off foul. The 2-1. Good eye in that spot. The pitch. Flares one into center. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So the Astros lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Austin Hedges. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Kicks and fires. There's a strike. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Next pitch is in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. Next one misses. 2-2.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him. Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And the pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. First time up, he reached on a bunt single. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Next pitch way upstairs. Swings and misses. And now 2-2. And down on strikes. 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Miles Straw.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Miles Straw. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Lifted in the air, right center field. Brantley makes the catch, and that'll do it. Guardians fail to score. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park, bottom of the inning. Aledmys Diaz now.
The Astros, the designated hitter.
Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Counts 1-0.
Kicks and deals. And fouled off. The 1-1. That one the other way, and a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting. The center field.
Here's a big power threat, Gary Cox. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that one gets away at the plate. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And the righty deals. On the ground. Sends it across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting. The right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley, 3 for 10 in the series so far. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Bullpen activity starting up now. Sam Hentges, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Morgan, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next pitch is inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Falling behind 2-1. And a pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. Runner at second here, one gone. Liner caught at second.
Now batting, catcher, Diego Corona.
Diego Corona now at the plate. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? First pitch doesn't find the zone.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Diaz at second with 2 down. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Man at second. Chopped left side. Ramirez picks it up, gets it to first, and that is the inning. And welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed
Rodriguez back to work. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Good eye right there. And he pumps it a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. And a base hit into right. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now the right fielder, Franmil Reyes. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch misses way outside. Rodriguez checks on first. Ramirez dives back in safely. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 2-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The 2-1. Slice to right. Brantley makes the grab. 2 away now.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Nope.
First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Righty delivers. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And the pitch. And a strike in there. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Swings through that one. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
First and second, 2 down. Rip back to the mound, and that got him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Stepping up for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The pitch. That one pushed foul. The 1-1. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. Huge opportunity missed there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Astros 3, Guardians nothing. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Sam Hentges. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Back here in Houston, here's some real power at the plate. Number 30. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
1-0.
And the first offering is not close. Next offering is in for a strike. That missed inside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one is back. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, number 12. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Foul ball. Now the 0-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. The 0-2. Up the middle. What a stop. Tosses to first. One away. Bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And a base hit up the middle. The run scores from third, and it's 4-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here is Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
First and second, one out. And stepping in for the Astros, Corey Lee. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball, third base side. One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a slow roller. Out on the off-balance throw.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
Aledmys Diaz now. In the dirt. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0. Alvarez at third. Altuve on at second with two down. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The next pitch misses, and a full count now.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that rolls into the corner. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's now a 6-run lead. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Houston, top of inning number 7. So in now for Cleveland, Austin Hedges.
Austin Hedges.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
The wind and the pitch. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Lee settles underneath it, and in foul ground he pulls it down. 1 out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now Richie Palacios. First offering, and it just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And 1-2.
Count 1-2.
Next offering is downstairs. And the next pitch is way outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now 2 gone.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So the lineup flips over. And here is Miles Straw for the 4th time tonight. In there, and it's 0-1. Why to kick the pitch. And that one sliced foul. Here's the 0-2. That's down and in.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Stephan. And we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Gary Cox.
The center fielder, Gary Cox.
And a pitch. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Slap the other way, foul. And a 1-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Good eye right there. In the air, left field, Palacios has this one sized up. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley stands in. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, and 1 now.
Ball 1.
Ripped to right, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Now the catcher up to hit, Diego Corona. First pitch just misses. Brantley leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. The 1-2. That one way outside. And the count's even at 2. In the air out towards right center. Reyes under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 30.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 30. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Oh, 2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Inning over. One left for Houston, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. We go to the 8th. Here's a speed threat. Ahmed Rosario.
Leading off for Cleveland, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The pitch. Way high with that one. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Pedro Baez preparing to come on if needed. Stanek getting cranked up as well. And he deals. And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And now Jose Ramirez in there for strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Next offering misses. Ball 1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Snags it for the second out.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's the third out. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Bottom Bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 12.
Leading up.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. First offering misses the mark. Next pitch inside. And that's ball 2. Next one misses. Ball 3.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And here it comes. And foul ball.
These guys like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Swing and a ball popped up. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
And next to hit for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 3. And that's in there for strike 1. Next offering is down low. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-2 stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. Next offering is outside. The punch out there. 2 out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The 0-1. Slider misses outside. Righty to the plate. Hard hit right side. That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
2 outs, runner at first. So next up for Houston, Corey Lee. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Smash to the left side. They take the force out. Play made. That ends the inning. So the Astros lead 1. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park, we go to the 9th, and here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is way upstairs. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. The throw to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
The batter, the designated hitter,
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. In there, and it's 0-1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
0-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Out to short. Tosses across to first, and the Guardians with one out left.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez.
And there's one thing on the minds of these fans, and that's the sweep.
In there for strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.